This is another installment of the SNL podcast. I'm your host, excuse me, just some guy named Jay. And this in this podcast, I just want to talk about the January 19th episode hosted by Jennifer Lawrence with musical guest the Lumineers. And before I really get into that, I want to say that I apologize for my voice. I've just gotten over the flu and still got a little scratch in my voice with the cough. Still can feel it. But that's okay. I'm going to still do it no matter what. I also want to give a shout out to the Giant Blast. The Giant Blast is one of the largest email blast distribution lists on the web today, with over 100,000 email accounts subscribed. It's not only a large email blast newsletter for entertainment, but they also do marketing and promotions for rising indie bands, singers, and rappers. So if you're an artist looking to get your music out, you definitely should try with an email blast. I want to put the information in the information box below. So if you are looking to get your music heard by a broader audience, you should definitely check out the Giant Blast. Also, if you have a product that you want to sell, or if you have a service you want to provide, or that you provide, you should definitely use email blasts to advertise what you do, so you can increase your revenue. All right, the Giant Blast, and that's the Giant Blast at AOL.com. I'll put all that information in the info box for you guys. If anybody's listening to this podcast is interested, definitely check them out. Now, I don't co-sign anything. I'm letting you know. All right, excuse me. Let me get into this episode review. All right, the cold opening was great. Piers Morgan, they hit all the stuff that's been happening in the news. Also during the break, a lot more other things have been happening too. So I thought, they could have picked up a lot of things, but the most recent stuff, the Lance Armstrong using, the performance drugs and things. The Manti situation with him being tricked by an imaginary girlfriend on the internet. Kate McKinnon's doing Jody Foster's crazy acceptance speech at the Golden Globes. Oh my God, it just seemed like she was all over the place with that one, man. And if you say when they were going to people in the audience, it looked like people were just kind of like looking at each other like, okay. All right, when is it gonna stop? One of her sons, man, he looked at his watch like they caught. Excuse me. Okay, I really did like the cold opening. It was really good. The monologue, Jennifer Lawrence, she did her thing. I liked how she made fun of all the other Oscar nominees. And then she turned around and said good things about them. That's kind of what they do. They talk junk and they say, but really, that person's a world-class thespian or something. They had to do it classy like that. Bill Hader, I wish he would have said something as Tommy Lee Jones. That would have been cool. Instead, just sat there and looked, the commercial, they had the little, the coffee maker thing. I liked it, that was pretty funny, having somebody at Starbucks getting your order wrong and then getting an attitude with you, that's how they do, that's how a lot of people do in those little service industries, gotta roll their neck and catch an attitude with you. The Girlfriends talk show. I didn't like this one. I liked the skit. I liked the first time they did it. This one, it was really weak. The reason I liked the first one is because they didn't start out like it didn't start out with Aidy, with Cecily's character, favoring the other girl over Aidy's character. I mean, well, it kind of did, but it kind of built up to that point. It seemed like in this one, what I didn't like about it was Aidy Bryant kind of started off mad. I felt like that kind of made it, that kind of, I didn't like it. The first time they did it, it was kind of like it built up to it kind of built up to that. But Aidy Bryant just kind of started out being mad. Cecily Strong character in this one is like she just, awesome. Like she didn't put anything into it, she was just, just talking. I really wasn't feeling it. I like Jennifer Lawrence's character though, how she was, I like what she was saying because you meet little, these little girls that be on these little Facebooks and things like that and tags. Not that I mean, like I'm not talking about somebody who's young as them, but like 18, 19-year-olds and stuff who they actually say crap like that. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of felt the character a little bit, but I don't know. This skit, this version of the Girlfriends Talk Show was not hitting it. This was a waste. This is a waste, and they definitely shouldn't have put this on first. I guess they did it because they was thinking people were going to go, oh, and start clapping and oh, Aidy's back and things. But it didn't do that. It didn't do that. The post Hunger Games news conference, it was all right. It was okay. I mean, I didn't jump for joy for this, but I mean, it had little funny jokes here and there, blah blah blah. But to be real with you, like, Girlfriend's Talk Show was weak. This skit was weak. It's starting off to be a very weak show, but that's how Jamie Foxx episode was. Like, the beginning of the show was really weak, and then it got better at the end, So I don't know. I guess that's the thing to do now. Put all the weak stuff first and then put all the best stuff last. I don't know. Doesn't seem like a good game plan, though. The Hobbit commercial, I was feeling it. That little glitch that they had, was that intentional, or was something really messing up? I heard people in the audience moaning and things. When I say I liked it, I'm gonna use that term kind of loosely. It wasn't terrible, but I mean, it was kind of like one of those one note, one joke type skits that, they're making a bunch of DVDs out of one little thing, like, and then they travel down the street, and then they stop for a drink, and then on DVD 2, they use the bathroom, and then on DVD 3, the third installment, they stop somewhere, and I mean, that's what they, I guess they're picking at that, but I mean, after a while, it kind of got a little, it was okay. It was okay. The diner skit, I liked it, but I think they just rushed the ending. Like, I don't think they knew how to end the skit. It was funny. I liked it. I liked Jennifer Lawrence's performance, and I liked all the, Aidy was good in it. Nasim was good in it. Excuse me. Everybody was good in it, but it just, I don't know. It just seemed like they did not know how to end this. They just kind of they just slapped the ending on there. I like this Ho Hey song by the Lumineers, but I don't judge the musical guest. Weekend Update was kind of short, and unfortunately, even though it was kind of short, Seth Meyers wasn't 100% on his A game. He had a few jokes here and there that I liked, but but I mean, overall, it's kind of like, I've seen Seth Meyers do longer Weekend Updates and have the majority of his jokes hit and be funny. Bobby Moynihan is Anthony Chris. Bobby Moynihan, out of all the current cast members, I think Bobby Moynihan has the best kind of Weekend Update characters. Like Drunk Uncle, Anthony Crispino, all these little things that he comes out of. Now, I know people like Bill Hader's Stefan. Now, that Stefan is really good, but Bobby Moynihan has more of them. Bill Hader just has that Stefan character, and he'll maybe a few things with Fred Armisen, but yeah, Bobby Moynihan should take some of these characters on the road. Now when I say on the road, they should do skits out of these. Like Fred Armisen, when Fred Armisen did Ferricito on Weekend Update, it was cool, but I liked it even better when they made a skit out of it. And same thing with Will Forte when he took his what's that character he had, that guy that was always running for stuff. Tim Calhoun, yeah. That Tim Calhoun character, I liked it better when they put it in a skit. That's what they should do. They should take these Weekend Update characters that do good, that do well, and try to make skits out of them. I definitely would like to see Anthony Crispino in a skit. They try to make a skit out of that. No, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It messed up the information. That would be good. Or put drunk uncle in the skit. That would be great. You know. The top dog chef. Excuse me. You know what? Now I like it when they try to do things like this. Excuse me. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, anyway, I like it when they try to do things like this. But I didn't like this particular skit, you know. Moving right along. The little radio skit they did, I feel like it was too, like, I remember them doing this last season, I think. I think they did this last season. It was kind of too over, it's kind of too over the top. Now, I hate it when they play hip-hop guys, and they play them too over the top. Like Keenan and Jay with their little hip-hop thing they did. Like, they do it too over the top. Now, one thing I like about Horatio Sanz, and I was not really a huge fan of Horatio Sanz either. But one thing, he played a lot of hip hop guys too. Like he had like that Chubb Hottie, and then he had the little old school hip hop duo that he had with Jerry Minor. It was funny. Their hip hop characters were funnier than the ones that these guys are doing. Because Horatio kind of played it. It had the jokes were hitting, and he played it subtle. Like he was still hip hop, but I mean he wasn't silly with it. Like I hate it when they do that, when they feel like they need to do a hip hop character and they need to be silly with it. Like they need to be over the top. Yeah, yo, yeah, yo, yeah, yo, and all that stuff. I mean, come on, just get fun, be funny. Don't be over the top, you know. Jennifer Lawrence's Busty Rhymes. I like the name Busty Rhymes. Like, play on Busta Rhymes, but she's real busty. Busty Rhymes, that's cool, but I don't know. It just seemed kind of like, it seemed like Andy Samberg's character, what was his name, Iceman or something, a Snowman or something that he used to do, where he used to make these little, these little whack raps, I guess he was a cross between Vanilla Ice and Snow, or whatever that guy's name was. Yeah, Blizzard Man, that's what his name was. I might still be wrong. Blizzard Man. Well, something like that. But yeah, that was cool, No, hold up, it wasn't cool. I didn't like that. Andy Samberg's thing was cool, but not this thing Jennifer Lawrence did. It was kind of, I did like Bobby Moynihan's, you better be glad you're my wife's kid. I did like how he said that. That was funny. And how they kept picking at Vanessa Bayer's character. Yeah, jiggle butt. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was funny. As she's trying to be all serious, and then, they're being all wacky with it. But still, if they're going to repeat this skit, be a little funnier. Like, don't be over the top. Be funny. And Taran Killam just works well with everybody, it seems like. Taran Killam just has that kind of, I don't know, he just has that, like, he just seems like he could work good with a lot of people. See, like I said, I'm skipping the Lumineers part. That Danielle short film, I liked it. Like the little softcore, porn type of movie and they had the bad overdubbing, the voice, and it was just awful. I liked it because I think I've seen stuff like this back in the 80s, like back when I was a kid and stuff. Or you flipping through or you trying to sneak and look at some porn or something, or I could feel this. With the it was like it oh my God, Cecily Strong, her character, they had the big sunglasses on, like they look like that, like that Danielle was dope. That short film they did. I think a lot of people aren't going to really feel it. They're probably not going to really understand it like that, but like they do have movies like that. These little softcore porn type, type movies like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, they're like this. The love letters skit, I kind of balled my fist up a little bit because I mean, let me put it like this: I did like it. It was funny. But I hate it when they keep doing these kind of skits where they make I don't know, I'm not an MRA or anything, but I don't like these type of things that make guys look stupid. Like, oh yeah, guys, we're all big and stupid. Oh, we all, we're just big and stupid. We're just big dumb guys. Oh, and that stuff is just played out to me. Like everybody hates everybody loves Raymond, that kind of thing. I hate that. Where they just, oh, we're guys, we're big and dumb. Oh, we don't know anything. We're incompetent. We can't do anything right. I hate that. I hate that stuff. But moving right along, I did like this skit because I could kind of feel it a little bit. People kind of do that now. Where women, they're talking on Facebook or talking on Tagged or whatever these little sites are, and they're writing things like they're trying to get to know the guy. Well, not really. Sometimes they're trying to see if they can get a free meal or something. But they talk to these guys like trying to have a conversation, and the guy's coming on some whatever you got any show your tits, or show you. Oh man, I didn't mean to say that. I hope that didn't affect the thing on here, the code I got on here. Anyway, I'm talking. Let me. Oh, you guys don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Sure. Show me your boobs. Show me. Tweet that to me. Show me that. And the chick. I mean, that stuff happens now. That stuff happens now. And I'm not saying that it happened back then. Who knows? But just making it that was kind of funny. Like making it kind of it was funny. It was funny. I was kind of a little harsh on Tim Robinson on the mid-season evaluation show podcast I did, but I mean this was good. But still, like he needs to be doing some more things. Like, come on now, what are you doing? Rob Riggle was getting. I don't even know why they got rid of Rob Riggle. I mean, but I guess it was for the best because it seems like he's doing pretty well without SNL. But I mean, Rob Riggle was getting things on by now. Like Rob Riggle he was even Finesse, like Finesse Mitchell. Like Finesse Mitchell was like by this time he had a name, made a name for himself. Like Tim Robinson is like that guy. They doing those 10-to-1 type skits. These skits that they do at the last minute. 10 minutes to 1 o'clock type skits, and it's like it's cool, it's fun, but Tim Robinson needs to show him what he can do, other than these little weird type skits. I mean, it's fun, it's funny, it's good, blah blah blah. But I mean, the other cast members can do other things besides what you're doing. But yeah, Tim Robinson. I mean, I want to like you though. I'm not saying I dislike him. Like I don't. Not like I know the guy personally, but I mean, I'd like to see more than what he's doing for real. I really would. I mean, it's in him, but I mean, come on, you're doing Abby Elliott right now. All right, but that's all I'd like to say. Overall, this was kind of a meh type show. Wasn't that good? Wasn't that strong? I don't know what to say. I mean, overall, it just was kind of. It had certain things here and there that was funny, but overall, I thought this episode was kind of sloppy, But that's all I'd like to say. I'm just some guy named Jay. Good night, and have a pleasant tomorrow.